Hello again guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice and I have my weekly sales update video for you guys. This will be a pretty quick video, I think. My sales this week were not as consistent as they have been, but I feel like this is a really good thing to share with you guys as well, because this week I really have not put as much effort into listing or maintaining my stores. My husband was actually working away out of state for a conference, so I was wrangling the 3 kids and managing the business as best I could. And then this week we were celebrating some family stuff, so I really didn't put a lot of time in there either. So it's reflected, which I think is always good to be honest about that. You kind of do get out by what you put in, and my numbers are going to show that today, so be prepared. I will do what I usually do. I will show you all 3 platforms, Etsy, Poshmark and eBay. I'll show you what sold between the 5th and the 10th of March, so this week respectively, and I will go ahead and let you know where I purchased the item, how much I originally paid for it, what it sold for, and then right at the end of the video I'll give you the lowdown in terms of all of my numbers, gross profit, net profit, like fees, all the good stuff, right at the end. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and crack on as per usual. The numbers that I give you are what the buyer paid. Buyer usually pays shipping. I think I have 1 free shipping item in here on eBay, and I'll let you know which one that was. But other than that, it's buyer pays shipping. And then obviously bear in mind that there are fees for the platform to take into consideration, which I'll cover at the end of the video. And occasionally on Poshmark as well, I do give send out offers with a shipping incentive of $1.80 out of my own pocket. So just bear those things in mind when you're hearing about these sales. Here we go. Etsy, there was 1 sale this week, but it was a fairly decent one. I found this for 50 cents at a rummage sale. I grabbed it because I thought it was really cool, and it was actually still new with tags, very 70s. It was a corduroy sort of hard high neck shift dress. Let me see if I can find a picture of there we go, the original tags for you. I just thought it was really cool. So I went ahead and grabbed it, like I said, for 50 cents. It has sat for a long time on all 3 platforms, but it finally sold on Etsy for $49.95 plus shipping. All right, next item, onto Poshmark. That was easy, wasn't it? I told you, it's one of those weeks. Okay, so these shorts, you're going to see a lot of lower priced items this week. The majority of stuff that I have sold this week has been stuff that has been sitting for me for a really long time. If you haven't seen my video that I did last week, the like 30 cursed items on Poshmark, I'll go ahead and link that in the cards in case you want to check that out. Some of those items sold, but most of these are just items that I could have put in that video if I wanted to. They've just hung out for a long time and finally they're moving. So I took a lot of lower price offers because I'm just really glad to get some stale inventory out to make some space for new stuff, because rummage sale season, yard sale season is just about to kick off here for me in the next few weeks. So I'm very excited to replace some older stuff with some newer, better stuff. So J. Crew brown and white floral linen shorts, $8. This Lily Pulitzer, and I paid $1 for those originally at a yard sale. This Lily Pulitzer, it was a very large, oversized pineapple print wallet, just like a zipper wallet. This was actually mine, and I just replaced my wallet. It had a bit of wear and tear to it. Took an offer of $8. And so $0 was my cost of goods on this, since it actually belonged to me. Franco Sato, these were the Chaz leather T-strap wedge sandals. I paid $2.50 because they were half price at a thrift store, and I took a best offer of $20 on those. This was New York and Company, I believe. Yes, it was. And I got it because of the print. I actually paid $4, which looking back is too much for this item. But I just thought the novelty print was really cute. As you can see here, it was like a cockatoo style print all over. Just a really nice pop over blouse. Pop over meaning that it doesn't button all the way down. It is just kind of more open at the neckline here, and kind of like a shift type fit, i.e. just pop straight over the head. And so I took best offer of $18 for this. This Lululemon sports bra finally sold. I picked this up for $1 at a thrift store. It sold for $12. I'm fairly happy with that. I got a few bucks out of it. I don't mind one bit. My problem with this particularly, I believe, was that it was just such a small size. It didn't have the size dots in it. I couldn't find it anywhere within the cups or whatever. And I had to sort of say that it was an estimate and that it runs very, very small and that it possibly has shrunk. It just was a really hard sell, I think. So I've had this for several months at this point. Maybe even longer than that, quite frankly. Like I said, paid $1, sold for $12. Happy to see it go. I hope it works for the buyer. This cacique, however you want to say it, open back, like sort of loose lounge fit type top. It was a plus size. I think it was a size 18-20. I paid $1 at a yard sale, and it sold for $15. Knitted and knotted, this thing finally moved. Actually, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen this picture. I found this exact same sweater in the exact same size in a thrift store I just walked into yesterday, and I nearly bought it again. And I don't know why I would have done that, because it took almost a year to sell this for $18. So why I would have even considered spending $5 to repurchase it, I don't know. I think it's like brand blindness when it comes to anthropology sometimes. Anyway, you'll be happy to know that I walked away and I did not purchase it, but I know I posted a photo about that. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, pop over and give me a follow and I'll follow you back, because, you know, it's fun. Okay, Knitted and Knotted. So this is an Anthropology brand. It was really, really pretty. It was a size small, which probably didn't help. It had this sheer polka dot style neckline. I really like this. If it had fitted me, I would have kept it, but it didn't, so I didn't. And it sold for $18, and like I said, I paid $4 originally. Coach black pumps. I think the problem with these is they did look a little bit dated. Some would say classic, like a very classic career wear. Some would say more dated. I paid $3 at a rummage sale, and they sold for a best offer of $22. And I was happy for that because I've had them for about 6 months now. These Clarks flats, I paid 50 cents for these originally at a rummage sale. They sold for $20. Tip with Clarks is they're one of those shoes that always has a style number or a style name that you can look up to get the exact name, which is how I found all this information on them, and got some pretty good comps as well for when it comes to pricing the item. And last but not least, on Poshmark was this vintage Disney Tigger gingham button-up shirt. I paid $2 because it was on a 50% off deal at a thrift store. It sold for $25. Unfortunately, it did have some wear at the back. There was some like bleeding, as you can kind of see in these patches here, between the red and the white. But overall, it was still a lovely shirt. It really didn't detract that much at all, in my opinion. I do style my shirt. This was originally my cover photo with the knotted front. I probably should have rolled these sleeves looking at it now. But I feel like that just didn't highlight the best feature. So I actually ended up moving this to my thumbnail, where it really showed off that embroidery piece, the vintage look to it or whatever. And this actually helped it to sell. It sold within just a couple of weeks of changing over that cover photo. So don't be afraid to mess around with your photos a little bit and to make sure you're honing in on the best detail of the piece. Okay, and then onto eBay. This should be quick as well. Ann Taylor Loft, chunky knit open front alpaca and wool blend cardigan. I thought that this would do better. It was size large. I thought it was promising. It wasn't. It sold finally for a best offer of $10 and buyer paid shipping. And I paid $1 at a yard sale originally. Hot cotton, this brand I usually sell really well, especially like size XL and up or whatever, but for whatever reason this just sat and sat. It was 100% linen. Maybe just the button up front is what is different about it. Usually I have just kind of like the blouse or the very lag and look like pop over. Actually, looking at this now, I did not have lag and look in my title, which probably hindered it a little bit, because this is definitely what I would consider a lag and look piece. So moving forward, I should look out for that on my own listings. Anyway, I finally took a best offer of $15. I had it for about 8 or 9 months at this point, and I paid $1 at a yard sale. This J. Crew jacket I've had for over a year, easily listed on both platforms. I actually put it up for auction. I got one bid, $19.99 plus shipping. Happy to take it. I paid $3 at a yard sale originally. This was in my cursed videos, what am I talking about? Cursed items video. It was the J. Crew collection. I think the size really hindered this, the extra small. But it was a mohair blend. It was absolutely beautiful. That like pink and purple knit mix. It was really nice. Anyway, I took best offer of $20. J. Crew collection is the higher end of J. Crew. The pieces are usually very, very expensive, and sometimes that means you can sort of demand more for them. This piece, for whatever reason, I'm guessing predominantly the size, just wasn't doing well. So I paid $4 in the thrift store. I'd probably be hard pressed not to pick up a J. Crew collection piece for $4 again. We'll have to see. I probably need to use better discernment, but like I said, took $20 as a best offer plus shipping. And Taylor top, this was just a fail. I took $7 and buyer paid shipping. I paid $1 originally. I thought it was a cute print. Apparently, I'm the only person that did. It took a long, long time to move, and my photograph really isn't the best, let's be honest. So anyway, it's out of my hair now and onto other items. This was another cursed item from that video. I paid $1 at a yard sale. I took a best offer of $14 plus shipping here. These were an interesting pickup. So I got these just a couple of weeks ago at a rummage sale, and everything evened out to 34 cents, which obviously is not much at all. I picked these up, and then I got home. I actually looked at comps when I was there because they were so heavy. I wasn't sure if I wanted to kind of stuff them in the bag, as it were. And when I looked at comps, they were pretty promising, even though they were beaten up, as you can see here. And then when I got home, I realized that they were way past beaten up. You can see in these photographs here, the stitching has actually come apart in places, like it's actually just worn away completely. The stitching, the toes and whatnot had a lot of wear to them. They did have a style number inside that I could find the actual style name. They were the Work Hog cowboy boots. And so if these had been in good pre-owned condition, I probably could have asked between like $50 and $60, 40 to 60 probably more realistically. But with these being so messed up, I decided to put them on an auction, like starting at $24.99 plus shipping, just to see what would happen. I actually accidentally left the make an offer thing when I listed it, and within an hour of listing, someone sent me an offer for $18 plus shipping. And I kind of hummed and hawed on it, but like I said, the comps for like $40 sold in pre-owned condition were really quite good. Like they definitely didn't have as much wear as my boots did. So I decided with 34 cents in the condition, I was just going to go ahead and take that like quick, within an hour, $18 offer. And I'm pretty happy with that, and hopefully they can make good use out of them. They were definitely a great pair of boots and had some life left in them, but just, again, kind of a hard sell, even though they're working boots, because they had definitely seen some stuff. J. Jill, I grabbed this because it was an extra large. It was beautiful, like dark forest green, had that mock turtleneck. I knew that it would most likely sell pretty quickly. I paid $2.90 and it sold for best offer of $18 plus shipping. This hat, I paid 25 cents in a lot of a whole bunch of vintage hats, snapbacks, and all kinds of different stuff. And I finally took a best offer of $18 with free shipping. Free shipping was about 7 ounces, so it cost about $3.50. And again, I'm just happy to have it go somewhere. It was, like, obviously you can see, Knoxville, Tennessee. It's very, very, very specific. So I was really waiting for that buyer, and actually went off to a ranger station here in Tennessee. So hopefully it found a really good forever home. And these JQ shorts, men's shorts, were a bit of a fail as well. I've had them for a long time. And granted, their season has probably just begun. But because I've had them sitting around for so long, I went ahead and took the best offer of $10 plus shipping. Cost me $1 at a yard sale. This piece, I've had so much interest in this on both platforms, and I thought it was such a nice classic 90s piece, but it really has just stuck around now for probably 8 or 9 months going on. It was on sale for $22.49. Someone sent me a best offer for $20, which I thought was very reasonable. I paid 50 cents at a rummage sale originally. It was plus the buyer paying shipping, so I went ahead and took that offer. Again, this Victoria's Secret bra, this was just not a good buy. Bras have moved really, really slowly for me recently. I would definitely second guess by picking up almost any of them unless there was something very specific about them in terms of their style or their print or their size, like if they're a larger size. Anyway, I took best offer of $8 plus shipping, and I paid $1 originally at a yard sale, but I'm happy to see it go. This Ralph Lauren neon green button-down shirt definitely needed the exact right buyer for it because it was very loud. I thought it was really cool, but it was definitely very loud. I picked this up at 25 cents at a rummage sale, probably about 7 months ago now. I picked up a whole bunch of the Ralph Lauren shirts that I guess someone just donated all of them. I picked them all up for 25 cents a piece. This, and I think one more maybe, are the last ones hanging on from the whole lot. Someone offered me $10.50, so I went ahead and took that offer plus the shipping. And last but not least is this Vince Camuto size 14 dual neckline dress. I'm going to go ahead and say that my photos were not the best here. I know that. I probably should have put the effort into redoing them, but I just didn't get around to it. I was listing the new stuff, so that's what you get. You get a lower price when you don't, do the best photos. That's just life. So I paid $6 originally, actually only sold for $18 finally on a best offer. Again, it's been listed for like 9 to 10 months, something along those lines, since summer last year, and I was ready to see it go. So I took the best offer of $18 plus shipping. All right, so here comes the numbers. Gross sales, I should say, this week was $422.44. Cost of goods, meaning every single item that I showed you here, the total cost it took to purchase all those items was $42.74. The fees I paid to the platform, and again, as I always tell you guys, I count it as 20%. Poshmark is 20%. Etsy less than that. eBay tends to even out to close to 20% when you look at like the actual eBay platform fees and the PayPal fees and things like that. So I call it 20% just to keep it nice and consistent on these videos and to make sure that I'm not underestimating my fees when I'm giving you guys these numbers. So fees are estimated at $84.49. I had the $3.50 cost of shipping that hat. So my net profit this week was $291.71. So it's definitely lower than what it usually is that I would make in a week. But like I told you guys, I just haven't put as much effort in. I've been really preoccupied sort of holding down the fort here and then having some celebrations and some downtime this weekend. So like I said, you only get out by what you put in really when it comes to reselling. And I'm hoping that if I put in a bit more work this week, that those numbers will rise in the next weekly sales video. So stay tuned and I will share those with you next week. All right, you guys, I hope that you have had a wonderful week worth of sales. Let me know how it's going for you guys. Have your yard sales and your rummage sales started yet? I am chomping at the bit to go sourcing in like those areas. I cannot tell you. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye, you guys.